May the 4th be with you. That's not how the Force works. Welcome to the channel. Today is May the 4th, and I am so excited about this episode. I have wanted to do this Star Wars episode for so freaking long, just because I love Star Wars, and I wouldn't be where I am today without Star Wars, so we're gonna just go through a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff that I have, just because I'm a nerd. And, well, then I have a special thing for George Lucas later, so stick around for that.
I'm on the run, I've got no alibi for what I've done. Took what you treasure and I'm never gonna give it up. I left these empty streets and hide within the shadows. You think I'm low, but you don't know how low I'll go. I've been hunting for it, I've been planning for it. I'm the villain, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I've been hunting for it, I've been planning for it. I'm the villain.
Sorry, I had to go make coffee. But, yeah, so we're going to talk about all of our Star Wars stuff. That's Michael. That's Mike. Mike's manning the camera. Say hi, Mike. We're going to be going through some of this Star Wars stuff that I have just because I love Star Wars, and I'm celebrating Star Wars today. And first, I'm going to start with my lightsaber. I built this at Disney World, and it's a wonderful thing. Has all the sound effects with it. It even makes that flash whenever you hit it against something, just like it does in the movies. I'm super happy to have this thing. It's super, like, it's got some weight to it and everything. This is one of the things I love about Star Wars. Another thing is, well, obviously, the child stays with me. I've got a bad feeling about this video. It's going to be really cheesy. I obviously have my child with me, and I also have a lot of Star Wars books that I grew up reading. So, like, I watched the movie version of this book when I was a little kid, and it was one of my very favorite things to watch. In fact, I actually just got this in the mail today. I found it online and I freaked out because I love this so much. And then I found this actually at half price the other day, like old Star Wars comics I've never read, and so I decided I'm gonna read them because they seem super cool. And then I'm into these new Star Wars comics, The High Republic, if you've heard of that. It's been a great new storyline that takes place after the Skywalker saga, and it's been a lot of fun to read and keep up with the new storyline. I also have this comic. I don't think I've even ever read this. It's just been in my room because it says Star Wars. I got it as a little kid, so I probably need to read that. And for all of our movie buffs out there, the storyboards to episode 1. It's got the script in it too, and all the storyboards that go along with it. I haven't even read through it yet, but I love the fact that I have this to look through. And then I have a couple other things that are some of the coolest things that I think I've ever seen. This pop-up book is by far one of the coolest Star Wars things I've ever owned. It's got pop-ups from all the different movies. So, like Hoth from episode 5, the Rancor from episode 6, the Millennium Falcon. Then one of my personal favorites is the Cantina from episode 4. If you turn it, you can see the different characters that were in the Cantina during that scene in episode 4. C-3PO and R2. Then the big one, Darth Vader. Michael actually asked me, like, who Darth Vader is earlier today, and I kind of looked at him like, are you freaking kidding me? Like,
the preface behind this, I don't watch Star Wars. I know very, very minimal details, and I know that Darth Vader was a big character before he was named Darth Vader, but that's all I know.
I'm trying to decide if I should just tell you what it is or not. So along with all this stuff that's right in front of me, I have Legos and old lightsabers and a blaster that I don't use anymore, and I have die casts, and I have little figurines, statuette things. I finally got all of the physical movies together. I even have the Ewok Chronicles, the Ewok movies on DVD. Those are on Disney Plus now, but I had them before anyone else did, so ha! I have a Kylo Ren, like, Bionicle figure. I have an AirPod case that's Grogu. I have a stuffed animal that's Grogu. I have a Build-A-Bear that's Kylo Ren. I have a debit card that has Darth Vader on it. I have this Ewok coaster. I have a mug, a light-up mug from Disney World that has a bantha on it. I have this mug. I have the other mug that has the 3 movie posters on it from the original series. I used to have a Stormtrooper mug that was a molded Stormtrooper head. I even had a Praetorian Guard head mug thing. Point is, I love all of this stuff, and it's all because George Lucas made his movies in the 70s and 80s. Speaking of which, I couldn't make this video right now without George Lucas making Return of the Jedi. Because back in '84, I believe, he made one of the world's first computerized editing systems, and he called it Edit Droid. And Edit Droid was later sold to Avid Technologies. And Avid, as you obviously know, is the industry standard when it comes to editing. And without Avid, I'm sure we would never have gotten Premiere or Final Cut to edit on. And heck, without George Lucas making his robot camera for episode 4 and all the dogfight space battles, I wouldn't be able to record on my phone, I wouldn't be able to edit on my computer. So all of this beautiful stuff that I have, and all of the ability that I have to make videos, is all thanks to George Lucas. So thank you, George Lucas. You mean the world to me. May the Force be with you, always.